Hi friends, I just wanted to give a quick update where we were at with the house. We didn't start excavating, but that's going to start tomorrow, which I'm very excited about, in about 12 hours. I'm even counting down the hours. But our excavation person who's going to be doing most of the work, well actually all of the work, is going to be out there tomorrow, and he's going to build up a driveway like we talked about, add some gravel around the house where we're going to be driving for when it gets muddy, and then dig out our basement. We're also going to do it in 2 stages. We found out that it's better to just dig out the basement part right now, to do the slab, to do the footings, the foundation, like the foundation wall under the stem wall, to do all of that, and then backfill, and then do our garage slab. It's going to be a lot easier that way, not doing all of it at once, and we're not going to have to do like stair or steps in the garage foundation. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm glad that we figured that out yesterday. And today also we went out there with our excavation guy and just kind of walked over what needs to be done this week. He's also going to have to return once we pour the ICF wall. He's going to have to return and do backfill and compaction, all of that. So that's also included in the cost or the price that we're going to pay him. So we're happy with him so far. Like, his communication has been great. He's been out there a few times with us, and we're pretty confident that he's going to do a great job. So I'm excited about that. Also, another thing we did here recently, which was kind of annoying, I don't want to go into why it was, but we signed up for an electrical permit for temporary power. Pretty much all that means is we're going to put up a little meter, not a meter. Oh, it is a meter for temporary power, just so we can plug in our power tools or air compressor, whatever we need. You go to the Washington State Labor and Industries website, and then you can sign up for the electrical permit. And for us, I think our meter, it was like a 60 amp. There were a few breakers in there, I'm not sure. It was like a very simple setup that you set up, you dig a little trench and you put it next to the transformer, and then your power company comes out and hooks it up for you. And then you can run like a long cable, which is what we're gonna do. I think we might either buy or borrow a spider box. It's like this yellow box where you can run a long cable and you're not gonna have that much power loss. And then you also have like 6 outlets or whatever, I'm not sure. So we're going to use that for temporary power until we dig a trench. I don't want to have to dig the trench right now, because that's just going to be a lot of work, a lot of extra work that we don't really need to do. Those are the biggest things that happened this week and that are happening next week. So starting tomorrow, actually. Some other things that I thought were interesting and cool. So one thing I didn't realize, my van has a big rack on top, and I was talking to my uncle yesterday, and he's like, oh, this is going to be super nice because you can pull up next to the building, especially if you're on the basement floor or at grade on the very bottom. You can pull up next to the building and you can just stand on top of this rack and reach a lot of places. So he's like, it's pretty much a moving platform. As long as you can pull up close enough, it's going to be super handy, which I never even thought of. And that is really cool. I'm excited for that. Also, another thing I need to do this week, which is going to be a pretty fun thing but also costs money, is I'm going to start buying tools. I think the platform I'm going to go with is the DeWalt 20 volt, just their standard line. I found a combo set at Lowe's. I tried looking for it online. I can't even find it online. They don't really even have it on the shelves yet. It's kind of high up on a rack. I went to our local Lowe's, and I was just walking around the tools, and one of their employees was explaining to me sort of what tools they have available at combo sets, which is what I'm after. And he was trying to push this tool platform called Flex. I don't know. It didn't look super interesting. Their tools seemed really heavy. But anyway, I found this really nice combo set that I'm going to probably go buy. It's like a 20 volt XR. I think it's 5 or 6 tools. Mostly right now I need the impact, the drill circulating saw, and Probably those are the ones I need right now immediately for forming or whatever else. But I'm just going to buy this toolkit. It's going to end up being cheaper. It also has a power stack battery, which is their newest battery technology, and it has a regular one. And I think that combo set is $5.99. Hopefully, fingers crossed. That's what the guy told me. So I'm going to go back hopefully this week, and before we start doing any sort of forming and measuring, more accurate measuring anyway, I'm going to go buy that toolkit so that we're ready to work when we need it. That's all I wanted to give you an update about. We didn't really do anything on the property. I did pull out a lot of those weeds. I pulled out a lot of the weeds just using a pitchfork, and also I took this beast of a weed whacker that we've had for a while, and it's cut through so much of the weeds and the smaller stuff. So that was pretty nice, and I cleaned it up so it looks a lot nicer. It's going to be easier to work in. It's not going to be itchy. You're not going to have stuff scratching at your legs. Also, you can put up a string line easier, and it's just more pleasant to look at. Tomorrow, hopefully, it'll look different. Tomorrow, we're going to see dirt moved. Fingers crossed, if everything goes well. But that's all I wanted to go over in this video. I know it's still no actual stuff has been done, but tomorrow, hopefully, we're going to start that process. Dirt's going to get moved, and then the onus is going to be on us and getting some of the foundation work done. That is all I wanted to give an update about. I think that's the second time I'm saying this, but I will see you guys next week, and hopefully with a bunch of footage of a backhoe and an excavator and a bunch of moved dirt. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.